since I'm from Chicago, I am a Bulls fan. So the legendary version, I think, the cover was MJ, so I'm pretty excited about that too.
What's your My Player?
I actually made a center because my friend told me that it was like the easiest to kind of do.
So you go the easy route.
Yeah. I'm new to basketball, so you know, I'm just trying to do the easy stuff first.
Well, it looks like you had a great time out there at Summer League.
We had a blast, but it's time to get back to the studio because we've got a game to finish.
Woo, 2K23 right around the corner. While you were out there in Vegas, I was catching up with some of the dev team to share some insights on NBA 2K23. I can't wait to share it with all of you.
Until then, make sure you're following us on social media. We're at NBA2K_2KTV.
We'll see you soon and enjoy the game.
Bye.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Chris Middleton has been underrated for so long that now is he rated? Giannis Antetokounmpo said, people don't know how much Chris has sacrificed for this team to be great. He could easily be a 25-point-per-game scorer in the league, but he just wants to win. He knows that by doing that, everything else is going to take care of itself. Kevin?
Well, he's an all-star teammate, David, as you point out in that story. Thank you. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Longtime teammates Middleton and Giannis, the forward. Matthews out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in its center. And for Washington, they've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Neto in at the point guard position. And Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big men up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical, but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think will be the ones that end up on top.
Now here's Matthews, and Lopez throws it down.
I like the show of ferocity from Lopez. Whenever he plays down there with fire, it's infectious.
Porzingis inside. Lopez covering. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Kuzma kicks to Porzingis. Trying to get open is Kuzma. Nice shot by Porzingis.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Beal. No good that time. Good D by Lopez. Here's Milwaukee now. And Brook Lopez, such a great complimentary player, Greg. Fits right in with this team.
And he gives you good scoring with great efficiency. Very low turnover numbers. Everything you want from a role player.
And Washington has possession. Following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton, Porzingis uses the glass to finish the layup. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
Up again.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Wizards have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist from Beal. Porzingis has got 6.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first
And
personal
last
foul.
season, Middleton
First
adding
team foul.
to his game. Played more of a
Shooting
playmaking role.
Chris
Great
Middleton
assist numbers.
at the line for 2.
And for Middleton, he's not the primary ball handler, but Greg, he can fill in from time to time.
And capable of playing the point forward if needed. Just make smart, simple plays. Great option to initiate the offense to kind of give you a different look.
So he gets them both.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Kuzma passes to Neto. Nice pass. Run into the rack perfectly for the layup.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Taking this defense to task so far. No misses in their first 5 attempts.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington. It's a 5-point game. Neto kicks to Beal. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there. It's a hand on it. Porzingis on the foul. 8 points for him.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Now here is Holiday. Tight defense on him. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma pulls it in.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Porzingis with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. And the shot goes in.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Matthews lays it up off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Caldwell Pope the bounce pass. Neto the pass to Porzingis. Lopez with the block.
Having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
And Matthews gets it to go.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Getting ready for the Wizards. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Porzingis. Hachimura comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Avdiaz checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kispert subbed in for Raul Neto. And then for Milwaukee, Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Wesley Matthews. A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Bucks leading by 5.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
Holiday with it. Now Avdia defending. Holiday gets the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Beal fires from way outside. And another miss by Washington. The Bucks have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Out to the right wing. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Gafford against Portis. Here's Hachimura. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The defender mixes it up with Hachimura, but Rui's physicality gets him through.
Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. Allen, that's good.
Great ball movement there.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Middleton, and it's good off the back rim and in. And that's now 7 points for Chris Middleton.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Gafford finds Hachimura. Gafford trying to break free, and that one's good. Hachimura.
That is a tough bucket. Hachimura stays with the shot through the contact. That's the sign of a resilient offensive play.
Allen's shot is off.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be given.
Kispert, the pass to Beal. The Wizards working the ball around now. To the paint. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gafford. A rebound by the Bucks. To the middle. Here's Middleton, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And we talk about Middleton's accurate shooting often, but they are reminding us of his dunking ability as well.
Chris Middleton has been on display for Milwaukee. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a hard-charging attacking style for Giannis. He knows he'll absorb some contact along the way.
There's going to be a lot of teams that's going to come out and try to be physical with me, try to hit me, knock down to the floor. But I just got to keep my composure. I think I have great teammates that always talk to me and tell me, stay focused, stay in the game. You know, I know that I'm going to get a lot of contact, and I'm just ready for it.
And such a fierce competitor, but Giannis knows he can't afford to get into altercations with opponents.
No, too important to his team. Sometimes toughness is about keeping your composure even after the tough hits.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They're showing a lot of energy in the open court here in the first half, pushing it every chance they get and racking up those points on the break.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Brown and Hachimura up at the forward. Bradley Beal is out there with Kispert. And it's Bryant in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jrue Holiday has been a welcome addition to this Bucks team. Chris Middleton said he just knows how to play the game on and off the ball, how to move without it, how to set guys up. He makes the game easier for everybody. He's made them a lot better. Guys?
That's how you make us, David. Thank you. With stories like that. That kid, Jrue Holiday, he is a quality kid. Wonderful character, terrific player.
What a story Rui Hachimura is. The first ever Japanese
for the Wizards.
Drafted in the NBA. And he's a great ambassador for our game.
Most NBA players are stars, Greg, once they start college basketball. But that was not the case with Rui Hachimura.
And coming over from Japan, there was an adjustment period for Rui, averaging just 2 points per game as a freshman. But he really grew his game in college. As a junior, Hachimura was a Conference Player of the Year, turning himself into a top 10 pick in the 2019 draft.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Porzingis, he's checked in for Avdia. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Kispert. And Raul Neto subbed in for Beal.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Ibaka against Porzingis. Porzingis is double. And Bryant kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Porzingis. Ibaka comes with the double team. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Nora. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss, but we'll see how long they can make this last.
Time called here for Wizards decide to talk it over. Chris, congrats again on your call to the Hall of Fame. Not to put pressure on someone currently in the NBA, but does anyone out there now remind you of you back in the day?
Well, you know what, Kevin, I try not to look at it like that, but there are a lot of players that play the same position in which I love how they play. I love how Embiid plays. I see similarities. My man Jokic, I definitely see some similarities in the way that we passed and tried to make sure that we were point forwards. But I tell you what, instead of seeing similarities in anyone, I tell you what, I'm a fan of all the big folks. They flat out got game.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Washington. The Bucks also with the sub. Matthews, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Wizards trail by 21. Here's Porzingis. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity. Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Out of bounds.
And that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Bucks on defense. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Caldwell Pope makes it off the glass.
And thanks to that bucket, he's finally able to stop that little 15-0 run by Milwaukee.
Down low, here's Matthews. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 7th assist in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Caldwell Pope for 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Matthews passes to Ibaka. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the chart.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Now here is Ibaka. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
And the Bucks with possession. It's a 21-2 run, totally rolling here. Shots good by Middleton.
3-point field goal.
They've tailored their offense around him, and let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And Greg, Giannis is such a handful on the offensive end. You know, teams have no choice but to foul him.
And it is hard because Giannis knows how to create contact, and refs have started to give him the benefit of the doubt. He'll be getting double-digit free throw attempts for a long time.
Porzingis trying to get free. Kuzma can't get it to go. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Bryant dishes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Bryant. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Bryant. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Porzingis is double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Milwaukee's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Holiday.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
Beal's shot is good.
Got to respect the speed of Beal. Outstanding when he penetrates inside.
Milwaukee's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And that was something else.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Porzingis passes to Beal. And here's Kuzma. Here's Gafford. Lopez covering. Gafford kicks to Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. From the stripe. And it comes off the front of the rim. And Milwaukee has possession. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Holiday. Kicks it down to Middleton. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Middleton's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bucks. The Wizards shooting here about 46% for the game. Poked away. Beal finds Porzingis. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And mistakes, guys, this quarter have translated to 9 points at the other end.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. And Corey Kispert is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half. Inside, here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mike. Stout effort defensively in the first half. What did you do to limit them?
I just think our activity on the ball, we got to try and keep it in front of us. Our bigs did a good job, I think, being big in the paint, making things tough there. We got to finish it with the board.
Yep, rebounds and possessions, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A nice show being put on tonight by Chris Middleton. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from Milwaukee?
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line. Their shot selection was pretty sound, considering how many threes they took. And the confidence of the shooters, now that's outstanding.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Chris Middleton has really been making it happen, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And forward, they have Middleton and Giannis. Matthews out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Outside Holiday. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Bounce pass from Beal. Kuzma passes to Porzingis. Here's Neto to the inside. Here's Kuzma. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Middleton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis.
First personal.
A determined shooter who excels at the charity stripe. Middleton will gladly head to the line.
2 shots.
That one is no good.
And really, from second round pick to all-star, Middleton's story inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him. And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Neto, the pass to Porzingis, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul.
That is his first foul
of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Beal finds Kuzma. Right side, Porzingis. Drops in the layup for 2. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, with the addition of Jrue Holiday, this Bucks team has gotten even better. Giannis Antetokounmpo said, "We've got a lot of talent and great players. I really believe in this group. As long as we stay healthy, we'll find a way to compete every night and give ourselves a chance." Guys?
David, they're stacked, that's for sure. Thanks. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That's his first foul. And Washington making a change. Ryan's checked in. Milwaukee also making some changes. Ibaka comes in for Brook Lopez. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Matthews. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Nobody near Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Allen's got 5 points so far.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And I think Giannis is one of the few guys that can physically intimidate. He can break you down in more ways than you can count.
Middleton the pass to Allen. Kicks it to Ibaka. To the middle. Here's Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Ryan passes to Kuzma. And he banks in the layup.
Gets it to him off the bounce pass. He gets the assist.
From Thomas Bryant.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Knocked loose. Caldwell Pope against Middleton. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. So for the Wizards, Hachimura, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Avdia comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Kispert subbed in for Raul Neto. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Takes it inside. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
The kick out to Bryant. Back to Hachimura. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Connaughton passes to Giannis. Here's Portis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting for Milwaukee.
Yeah, and over the course of the season,
Taking
they're a
2
respectable
shots.
78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Free throw good, Portis. And Portis drains both of them. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Pass to Connaughton. The Bucks working the ball around. Allen, that's good.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
That'll be a 5-second call.
A lot of points off their turnovers this quarter. Way too many.
Two minutes.
Portis kicks to Connaughton.
Third quarter. 2 minutes.
Here's Giannis. Good work defensively by Hachimura. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 19-6 run. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Connaughton passes to Portis. That one goes in. Portis has got 4 this quarter. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks?
Well, they played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Here's Hachimura. No good on the shot. Excellent D there from Allen. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Taken away.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about... very strange.
Nice shot by Portis.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Here's Gafford. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Gafford's got his first bucket in this one. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
Beal finds Hachimura. Washington again turning it over.
Bucks ball. And for the Bucks.
Hill with it. Off on that one. And so it's Milwaukee, able to put on a show for the ages. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Ish Smith is out there with Satoransky. Then it's Avdia. And there's Porzingis. And it's Carey in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Carey. Lopez covering. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Milwaukee's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Can't hit that one. The pass to Satoransky. Right side, Porzingis. Carey passes to Avdia. Satoransky against Matthews. Feeds it to Lopez. 2 points. That one goes.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. So for the Wizards, Bryant comes in for Porzingis. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Avdia. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Milwaukee. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Hill passes to Ibaka. And the basket is good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Carey. Lopez covering. Satoransky against Matthews. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And how about the focus Satoransky poses on these finishes? Impressive watching him work through contact.
Doubled by Smith. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Carter, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
And for the Bucks, Javon Carter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ish Smith. That's his first foul.
That's his first
clearly
foul.
A foul
First
of frustration
foul.
right there.
Carter, the pass to Ibaka. Bucks passing it around. Outside Matthews. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Jr. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee, Wesley Matthews. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good. Matthews. Both free throws good from Matthews.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Bryant with it. Matthews covering. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Washington shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Carey. Shoots over Matthews. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
They get a hand on it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
And they're not having as much success from long range as they did in the first half.
To the paint. Here's Bryant. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Milwaukee has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Carter.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Bryant, and he uses the glass on the layup.
You can see the D just a little slow getting to the bucket. I mean, he'll make you pay for that.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Daniel Gafford comes in for Bryant. And Kispert subbed in for Caldwell Pope. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
Daniel Gafford. Defensive foul, George Hill. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Daniel Gafford. Shooting 1.
Free throw, no good for Gafford. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for Milwaukee. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Satoransky, bounce pass. Basket, good.
Great work right there on the inbounds play. Getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Here's Hill into the lane, and Ibaka slams it in.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
And Corey Kispert is going to pick up the foul.
Corey Kispert.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Matthews. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. It's stolen by Ibaka.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Milwaukee.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance
for Giannis.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
It's Matthews on the wing. And they'll get another chance.
And that long rebound just falls right back into their hands. That'll reset the shot clock.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Possession to Milwaukee.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Hill against Smith. Hill inside. Doesn't go that time. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Lopez with the steal. Hill with it. Now Smith defending. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Will it go? Lopez with the block, and he's able to get it back. And he stays with it. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Hill. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Giannis, a dominant performance. What is the level that this team is playing at?
It's amazing, man. I think the whole group, the whole team played hard.
All right, David, thank you. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.